It has been almost 4 years since the release of Captain Marvel. Yes, the movie that broke $1 billion somehow. I mean, let's be honest. The movie was a narrative mess. The writing was a shambles. The plot was contrived. The retcons that it brought up were meaningless and stupid. The supporting characters were nothing but cardboard cutouts. I don't know where to begin. Oh, you're waiting for me to say something about the lead actress and how her performance was less than satisfactory. And if they would have cast somebody else who had a modicum of skill when it comes to playing a lead actress, a heroine type character, the movie would have been received a lot better. And I know what you're thinking, but ETEP, it made $1 billion. Sure it did. Remember, now I know 2019 was a long time ago in you people's memory span. Not my subscribers, but the stans, the MCU stans, the weirdos. Their memory is about 5 minutes. You know, it goes back until the last Marvel product was released and they had to.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product.
But no. Rotten Tomatoes moved the goalposts for Captain Marvel. They changed their entire rating system because it was review bombed, which means people used a feature that was readily available on the site and had been for a long time, the want to see function. And when people said they didn't want to see this movie, the cries went out of racism, sexism, bigotry, blah, 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 blah. And it all boiled down to, if you didn't want to see Captain Marvel, you were a neckbeard incel man, baby Trump supporter, and you were afraid of strong women, yada, 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 which couldn't have been further from the truth. All you were was unwilling to sit through a 2-hour movie that had no point, gender swapped the main character, and made an unlikable character even more unlikable in her own movie. But hey, it was saving young girls' lives, right? So let's go. Let's take a look at this article from Bounding Into Comics. Higher, further, faster, baby. Here we are. This came out yesterday. Bounding Into Comics. We see the poster, Higher, Further, Faster, together. New report claims to reveal why Marvel Studios delayed Brie Larson's The MEH-vels film. A new report claims to reveal why Marvel Studios chose to move The Marvels from its summer release to November. Probably because they wanted to do a bunch of reshoots because they watched the movie and it tested really poorly. That would be my guess.
The hazy mystery.
Marvel Studios announced The Marvels was getting pushed back to November 10th with the release of the new poster for the film. On social media, Marvel wrote Higher, Further, Faster, Together. Check out the brand new teaser poster for Marvel Studios' The Marvels, coming to theaters November 10th. This just looks so terrible. I mean, you've got the least watched Disney Plus show ever, Miss Marvel. You've got the worst female character in the MCU in Carol Danvers, and the biggest afterthought character, Monica Rambeau.
They'll never know what you sacrificed for them.
The film was initially slated to release on November 11th, 2022. However, during Disney's D23 Expo 2022, the company announced it would be moved back to July 28th of 2023. Now, a report from The Wrap claims the reason the film was pushed back to November is to give time for post-production to complete. Reshoots. It's not post-production, it's reshoots. Guaranteed. Guaranteed it's reshoots. They'll try to dress this movie up and make it, add in things that retcon from the movies and shows that released leading up to it, especially now with them pushing it back in the way their schedule is. All these things are supposed to come out sequentially, and it's funny every time they do this because it just makes the continuity even more and more jumbled. This report follows Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige hyping the film to Entertainment Weekly. Remember Brie Larson? Hey, Entertainment Weekly, want to break the internet? Let's go, Z's! He noted the film would primarily focus on the dynamic between Larson's Cadaver Danvers, Teyana Paris, Monica Rambeau, and Iman Vellani's Kamala Khan. That's what the entire movie is about. There are fun cosmic elements to it. Marvel comic fans will recognize elements from the Kree-Skrull War. And it's picking up directly after the end of Cat Pan Mediocre. Not in timeline, but in story. Of course, not in timeline. We also do that in our upcoming Disney Plus series, Secret Invasion. And those are two very different follow-ups to that movie, which are probably both going to be garbage. Feige continued, tonally, they couldn't be more different. But there's something immensely powerful about seeing Monica, Kamala, and Carol together in frame. Oh, yeah, it's so empowering. It's so empowering. To me, it's only akin to the first Avengers movie and seeing the 6 of them together in frame. It's chill-inducing. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, Kevin Feige, you're a... They're so great together, and they all have different histories with one another. The great thing about Kamala in her show, and now in this movie, is that she's not unlike Tom Holland's Peter Parker in Civil War. She can't believe she's with these other heroes, and can't believe she finds herself in these places. And that's fun because we want to be that. I want to be that, he concluded. Oh my God. So this movie is just going to be complete shit, and they're trying to compare it to Civil War in relation to Kamala Khan meeting these other characters. This is nothing like Civil War. Civil War was chock full of heroes you wanted to see on screen interact with each other. This is leftovers and table scraps that you throw in the garbage.
Rubbish!
Feige also told Entertainment Weekly that Vellani's Miss Marvel would steal the show. I'm very proud of the Miss Marvel show, the least watched Disney Plus show. I also know, and this is a spoiler, she essentially steals the Marvels, which is coming out July 28th. It's coming out November 10th now. However, Feige also hinted that a lot of people didn't actually watch Miss Marvel on Disney Plus. You're acknowledging people didn't watch your show because it was garbage, basically. It was garbage, and you're admitting that. That's okay, Kevin. Thank you for admitting it. It makes me excited that people will, I hope, see the movie, then go back and revisit those shows on Disney Plus. The fun thing about streaming is they are there forever, and people can keep re-exploring them. I'm sure that's exactly what they're going to do after I see this dumpster fire movie. This character nobody fucking cares about. Like, nobody, I'm sorry. Nobody gives a shit about Miss Marvel. Nobody's clamoring for Miss Marvel. Nobody's clamoring for Carol Danvers. Nobody's clamoring for Monica Rambeau. Stop it. Just stop. Like, you can have great female characters, right? But they have to be written good and have good character motivations and be well-developed, fleshed-out characters. Not these. These are, we're women, and if you don't like us, you're a bigot. That's basically how deep these characters are. Every negative experience is because of a man. I mean, it's just so Marvel at this point. It's such a Marvel trope. Miss Marvel's viewership is some of the worst for a Marvel Studios production on Disney Plus. The series garnered only 249 million minutes viewed, according to Nielsen. By the time the show's finale debuted on July 13th, which means the entire season was available to stream, Nielsen reported the show only brought in 357 million minutes viewed. On top of Miss Marvel performing poorly on Disney Plus, Disney CEO Bob Iger also indicated Marvel production quality has significantly declined. During the Walt Disney Company's Q1 FY23 earnings call, Iger answered a question about how the company is going to cut costs across its film and TV production. Iger answered in part, "We are going to lean more into our franchises, our core franchises, and our brands. I talked about curation and general entertainment. We have to do better at curating the Disney and the Pixar and Marvel and the Star Wars of it all. And of course, reduce costs on everything we make. While we are extremely proud of what's on screen, it's gotten to a point where it's extraordinarily expensive. We want all the quality. We want the quality on screen, but we have to look at what they cost us," he added. Well, that's the thing. They lean too much on CGI and the like for these shows. If you would use practical effects, I don't know.
It's impractical.
It's quite likely that Marvel Studios could indeed have delayed the Marvels to give it more time in post-production in order to improve the film. However, Marvel Studios also attempted the same with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, where they actually had Paul Rudd reshooting scenes a month from the film's release date. It does not appear to have improved the quality of the film, as the critical drinker said. Watching that movie is like eating a Big Mac for the 500th time in your life. Just another iteration of the same formula. It's exactly what you expect from start to finish and leaves you feeling vaguely dirty and disappointed in yourself afterwards. He also noted, it's just the same crap regurgitated once more. I don't think reshoots are going to help this movie at all. I don't think Jesus could help this movie at all, ladies and gentlemen. The Marvels is going to be a mess. You can say what you want. I don't care. I've heard it all the excuses, all the insults directed at me and people like me. But look, this movie's going to be bad. You can't sit here and tell me that just because it has 3 females, it's going to be a good movie. That's like saying this has a male lead, it's bound to be a hit. What? I've seen twice as many movies with male leads that Amber Hearded the bed as compared to female leads, because there's more movies with male leads out there. But deflecting any criticism from this movie simply because of you've got 2 marginalized characters and Brie Larson, who's an insane feminist. Well, I don't even know if Brie Larson is a feminist, to be honest with you. I think Brie Larson is just another Hollywood shell. She's a husk of a human who's been in Hollywood since she was a child, and she is just another sycophant, just another Hollywood bobblehead who memorizes and repeats the talking points and lines that are pre-approved by her corporate overlords. She is vapid, she is shallow. She's proved that through social media over the last 4 years. So her supporters are nothing but weirdos who hide behind anime profile pictures, and at the slightest hint of criticism at their queen, they and call you an incel, even though you've been married for 14 years and have a kid. They still call you an incel. That's how people like that operate when they project their insecurities out into the world. That's all I've got. This movie's going to be a mess. They can make all the excuses they want. We know the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, it is your turn. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Are you in the least bit interested in the Marvels? If you're here watching this, I doubt it, but you're probably interested in some commentary on it. And don't worry, I won't be watching it. Neither will you. We cannot watch it together, and we'll find things that are more interesting to fill our time with. But I'll cover the news leading up to it, of course, ladies and gentlemen. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe. It's free. It always will be. It takes no time, and it's not a big deal. Just hit the button. Do us the favor. Hit the bell, and you'll know when we go live or upload a new video. I'm Itepokuin from the Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all these. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. Big shout out to my editor, Good Stuff, the Monday night, Wednesday night crews. Have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and I'll catch you on the next one.
It's better to burn out than to fade away.
I could do this all.
This doesn't bode well.
You're lying. I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Lisa.
Tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.